Let's try this again. Oh, where is the okay. Here we go. Shalom. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Just give me a few minutes. All right.
Yeah. Blessings, hey. Blessings, hey. Blessings, hey. Yeah. See, I've been going through some things you don't know. Been holding too long, I can't hold it no more. The old man wants to kill me, but he don't know that I've been dying daily, so he don't fall. Even if I do fall, I don't stay too long. I make a fast break and add on one thing. 2 chapters every day, Genesis to Revelation, on the way, hold the face. I can say things written in the past before today. Oh, when I be all up in the scripture, no. Them demons can't get an addition, no. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Blessings I read. When I be going through some things, no, I read. When I be going through my trials, no, I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessings I read. When I be going through some things, no, I read. When I be going through my trials, no, I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessings. I've been reading to learn, you know, how the devil use those that don't know themselves. Or how the most high got knows those that will be the pure gold standing in the end. Oh, how we will rise if we die in the ride. The dead in Christ, for me to see the sky. Gotta be from 9 to 5, the devil hiding in Christ like a more high. Hold that, day 25, don't forget it when I'm reading, got a home side. Oh, when I be all up in the scripture, no. Them demons can't get in the issue, no. Revelation 1 and 3, no. Yeah. Blessings I read. When I be going through some things, no, I read. When I be going through my trials, no, I read. Deuteronomy be killing me, I read. Blessings When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. You the one nigga kept me, I read. Blessings, blessings, I read. When I be going through some things, you know I read. When I be going through my trials, you know I read. You the one nigga kept me, I read. Blessings, blessings. Blessed to see that reads everything he sees. Get eternal life. Yeah. Thank God. I've been patiently waiting, 7-day approaching our weekly motivation. Free from all our issues and the daily expectations. We've been waiting all week. Thank God for revelation, explanation that we're laced with. Ordinances that saints get. Never will I turn away. On to fix these faces. Judah, Benji, Ephraim, same color, different faces. We've been scattered around the earth in all kind of different places. Traces, buried you. Deep off in these pages. Searching through our history. Uncovered the matrix. Destined to do better. Rule a nation in the making. Serve the king of all things. You won't see us hesitating. It's a rest day, so we rested. Sabbath day, I'm stressed. Miss us with that next ish. But don't test this. I'm trying to get these blessings. A fiend for this message. Just prepping's off the checklist. It's time to get this message. Big. Thank God that it's Friday. Just got off, so I hit the dough. Day of preparation, yeah, it's time to hit the stove. Got a couple of things that I'm looking for. Then it's on to the crib, step through the door like shalom. Happy Sabbath, face the east on them. All praises to the Lord, another week on them. Cause I've been battling Satan, can't sleep on them. So I'm in the spot like what's cracking. It's the Sabbath, time to feast on them. So the real Jews saying, see them songs, that's a Hebrew thing. See that Hebrew swing. See the fringes, that's that Hebrew bling. So I'm gonna cut the ceiling fan on and drop my shoulder, cause it's a Hebrew thing. Yeah. One time for the prophets, the ones that's putting in work and they ain't worried about a profit. Yeah, this understanding you ain't stopping. Your doctor's getting body, gon' put them in a coffin. It's been a long week working for the man. Can't wait to get home so I can see the fam. About to punch the clock and dip like a side of ranch. It's Friday, it's going down like an avalanche. Stop by the corner store so I can cash my check. Then stop by the cleaner so my pants is pressed. Cause tomorrow we got camp and I'ma get them stressed. Cry loud on the streets with the precepts. It's Friday, no Ice Cube. Walked in the crib, put the deacons on the tube. Wifey served me up with a plate of hot food. Before the sun went down, I was in the mood to keep the Sabbath with the joy and gladness, to be around my people and escape the madness. Yeah, cause my whole week been a mess. Now I'm in the spirit for the day of rest. It's Friday.
Hey, shalom, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Good morning. Thank you for joining in today. My name is Yoella, the Medicine Woman, your host for our morning health talk and tips. And I just have a simple question this morning. Who woke up this morning and threw up the prayers to say thank you for this day? Thank you for waking me up this morning, and show your Lord the gratitude that we have, and just to pretty much say thank you for all my organs that are working and I have them in my right mind. And if you have not, shame on you. That is the first thing you should do when you get up in the morning before you take a sip of water. So I'm gonna take a sip of my water because, okay, so please bear with me today. My husband is not here. We both have not been to the gym in about a whole week. So this morning he was like, damn your show and these kids. I'm going to the gym. So if my 3-year-old come down or my newborn wake up, please bear with me, but I'm going to get through this class today. First, please visit www.cocofresh.com for all your holistic health and wellness needs. We have all different types of herbs. We have, I'm coming out with a new product for your eyes. My next class will be about your eyes. And this is why I'm wearing these blockers right here. The more research I'm doing about your eyes need to be protected and your eyes need to be clean, but I'm focusing on the liver today. So look out on cocofresh.com for my new products. We have about one When Esther Met Coco Fresh product left. And what has been selling like hotcakes is the immune boosters for baby. It's a nighttime oil and it's immune booster, and you get a crib and car seat immune boosting spray with that. So check me out, cocofresh.com. Once again, I want to say thank you all for joining. Okay, so let's get right into this. So recently I decided that I would like to focus more on the anatomy of the body. As I'm learning, being in school, I would like to also share with you all about some of the things that I am learning. And the Most High is such a mastermind. The way he created our bodies, it's so fascinating when you actually learn the job of each organ and what it does. And when we learn the job of each organ and what it does, you'll be more mindful of what you're putting in your body, the type of air that you're breathing, and how to protect yourself in this toxic environment. Okay, so a lot of times folks always say, especially as Black women, they say, we are the highest in heart disease. We are the highest in this, and we're worried about heart disease and diabetes and, the more common illnesses that our nation is plagued with. But we rarely talk about the liver and how the liver, if it's not functioning optimally, it can lead to these other things like diabetes. It could lead to heart disease. It could lead to all of these. It could lead to poor eyesight. It could lead to your brain not functioning well. The liver is such a fascinating organ. If we learn more about it, we will be more conscious of how we are moving and how we are eating. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes and a couple of articles that I came across. So pretty much the liver has over 500 functions in the body. Okay, we're not going to go over all 500 of those functions, but the liver is one of the most important important organs in your body. It is responsible for pumping blood. It's responsible for detoxifying blood. It's responsible for breaking down the food that we eat. So it has lots of jobs. The liver is very complicated, but at the same time is very simple. And I say it's very simple because our liver can get very sluggish based off of how we eat and how much we eat during the day. So if we end up having a fatty liver, these are some of the things that I will go over. And our liver enzymes going up, it's very, very easy to correct the liver, okay? So most of our organs and most of these diseases that we are plagued with is very easy to correct. It's just that some of the doctors are not giving us the knowledge on what each thing does for us to go ahead and correct it. Like, just even bringing your children to the doctor. If the doctor kind of don't know what's going on with your child, the doctor can easily prescribe something that can make your child worse. But once you get like a diagnosis of exactly what's going on and the root cause of what's going on, it's easy for you to correct it rather than to be trying all of these other prescriptions that can lead to other things. Um, so some of these things, okay, so the liver is the second largest organ. Okay, it's the second largest organ. So it's the first largest internal organ. So who can tell me what is the largest organ on your body? The largest organ. Put it in the chat and let's see if how much anatomy you all know. What is the largest organ in your body? And remember, feel free. Okay, Sayla, our skin. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Bianca, our skin. Our skin is the largest organ in our body. On our body. I didn't want to say in or and kind of give it away, but we will do a class on the skin as well, because just going into the liver, it goes into so much other stuff. It's so exciting to see how these organs play a role in our bodies. So if you want clean, beautiful, clear skin, you got to work on your liver. You got to work on clearing up your liver. You got to be mindful of what you're putting on your skin, because whatever you put on your skin, guess what? Has to filter through that liver. Okay, so if you're putting petroleum or, mineral oils, things that do not digest well in the system, your liver is going to have a hard time breaking it down and probably won't break it down at all. And this is why we get pimples and acne and certain things, because of our liver not being able to process some of the things that we are putting on our skin. So this is why your local herbalists like me, and also other natural hair and skincare makers should be supported, and we should not be complaining about the prices of these products, because we know the importance of having clean and clear items put on topically, because initially it has to go through our liver and it'll be pumped throughout our entire body. So we may have to order some of these natural ingredients are not cheap. And then the labor of infusing it and putting it all together is a big process. So that's why the natural skincare products are a little bit more expensive than the stuff that you find in Walmart, because they're not caring about your liver, okay? So it is the second biggest organ next to the skin. Your liver weighs about the same as a small chihuahua. Okay, so you see those little dogs, your liver is weighs about the same size amount as a little dog. Okay, now isn't that amazing? Often as much. So that's about 3 pounds, 4 pounds, and it is about the size of a football. So that's pretty large to be inside of your body. Okay. It is located just beneath the rib on the right side of your body. And if you could feel it, it would be like a rubbery texture to the touch. Okay. So that's fascinating to me. Okay. It's about the size, it's about as much as a little dog, and it's about the size of a football. Okay, it has a dual identity. Um, Organs have a specific job to the region in the body. Glands are a specialized type of organs that remove substances from the blood, alter and process them, then release them to other parts of the body or eliminate them. In that respect, the liver, which filters your body of toxins such as drugs and alcohol, it then pushes them out of your body, is also a gland. So this organ in your body is responsible, directly responsible for everything that you eat, everything that you drink. Okay, it has a huge job. It's always working. Okay, so if you are drinking a lot of alcohol, I know I've been going in about alcohol lately, but my family members on my mother's side, a lot of them um, are alcoholics, and a lot of them had gotten diabetes due to it. A lot of them went blind due to alcohol. A lot of them had limbs amputated due to alcohol. And a lot of them are on dialysis, have kidney failure due to alcohol. Okay. So I seen the effects of what alcohol can do on the body. So I'm not saying do not drink. I'm just saying drink responsibly. And also, if you have to have a drink every single day, you are addicted. And that's just the bottom line. Okay, so you should be able to go days and days without drinking. If you want to pick up a drink on a high holy day, or just to unwind, with a glass of wine every once in a while, that's totally fine. But just know the liver is going in overdrive to make sure it breaks down that substance. Okay. So another thing that puts our liver in overdrive is prescription drugs. Okay. So the doctor may tell you, oh, it's okay to take Tylenol. It's okay to take this anti-inflammatory drug like ibuprofen or whatever. And trust me, if you have to take it for other reasons, just you got to take it. However, just know that it is putting a strain on your liver. Your liver got to work overtime to break that down and then process it and then pump it throughout your body. So the liver can be overworked. So the alcohol and prescription drugs are two main factors that um, can help in destroying our liver. Okay. So if you are hooked on any prescription drugs or medication, you can contact me. Um, and I want to go into the herbs when it comes to the liver too, but I'll come to that in a little while, because I'll just come back to that as well. Um, the liver is one of the most bloodiest organs. Okay, so if you think about a liver in another animal like chicken liver or a cow's liver or whatever, that liver is extremely bloody. So same with our liver. So our liver holds about 10% of the blood that we have in our body. And for the liver to be so small but large, like a football, that's 10% of the blood that's in our body. That's a lot of blood for that one organ to hold. So at its fullest, the liver holds approximately 10% of the blood and pumps nearly 1.5 liters through itself per minute. Per minute. So your liver is constantly working, and it has one of the biggest jobs in your body. Your liver is pretty much one of the main organs, because if you don't have a liver, you don't have life. Okay. So take off the R of the liver, Liver, you remove that R, it's live. Okay. So liver means you're alive. So be mindful of your liver. The first liver transplant was not a great success. So back in 1963, Dr. Thomas performed the first human liver transplant in the University of Colorado, and the success was limited due to the wrong kind of immunosuppressive drugs. So with no patient living more than a few weeks. So, however, 4 years later, the expansion of available immunosuppressant drugs made the first successful liver transplant possible. So he pretty much failed at the first liver transplant because he really had no knowledge that when you put another person's liver inside of you, your body will try to reject it. So it will try to, yeah. Okay, 1 second. So the liver will try to, so your body will try to reject the liver. Okay, so and that's your immune system. Your immune system will try to say, what is this foreign substance in my body? Let me try to push it out. Okay, so I guess he had no knowledge of that, and so the body started attacking that liver. So when you have a liver transplant, you have to take immunosuppressant drugs. So you might not want to tell somebody with a liver transplant, oh, take turmeric, take echinacea, take this, take that, because the body will boost your immune system, then start to attack that foreign object in your body, which is that new liver. Okay, so your immune system definitely has to stay at a certain level. Okay, and that's a whole nother, I'm not an expert on the transplants, but I thought that was very interesting. So this is what is very interesting to me. The liver is the only organ that can completely regenerate. That is spiritual, y'all. That is so spiritual to me. So if you can get like half of your liver cut off, and your liver will totally regenerate itself in about 2 weeks. That is so crazy to me. Okay. So the liver has incredibly, the liver had, and make sure y'all comment in the chat. So the liver has the incredible ability to completely regrow. And it only needs, so it doesn't even need 50%. It needs as little as 25% of the original tissue to do so. So when a person donates more than half of their liver to someone who needs a transplant, the liver returns to its original size in nearly 2 weeks. That is just amazing. I just think about that and I'd be like, the Most High is just so amazing. Okay? He is the master. He is like the scientist. Okay? So it's responsible for the regenerative effect due to the numerous functions performed by the liver. The process allows the liver to recover lost mass without jeopardizing viability of the entire organ. So not only can it regrow itself, but the liver can still function while it's regrowing itself. Okay. So that is just totally amazing to me. And when you know these things and when you find out these things, you want to preserve your body. You want to preserve your organs. You want to preserve. So we kind of like really focus on the outer appearance, but we have to really learn how to take more um, more thought and be more mindful about our inner, what's going on the inside of us. Okay. So in other words, so if you want your, okay, so the liver can totally regrow itself. That is just absolutely amazing. Okay. Another fascinating thing about the liver is that because your brain depends on a healthy liver. So the liver is a major regulator of plasma, glucose, and ammonia levels. If these get out of control, they can contribute to a condition known as hepatic encephalopathy, okay? And eventually a coma. So that's pretty much what that large word meant, okay? So if your liver is producing too much of something or not enough something, it's going to cause a chemical imbalance in your body, which can cause you to go into a coma. Okay. So your liver and your brain is directly connected. Okay. So, because a coma means that, you have no brain function and you're just laying there. Well, you have brain function, but you all know what a coma is, okay? If I go into what's going on with a coma, that will take on the majority of the class. But you all know what a coma is. So if you want your brain to function optimally, you want your liver to be working optimally, okay? Um, the liver conditions may be symptomless. So if you have an issue with your liver, like cirrhosis of the liver, fatty liver, there's something also called non-alcoholic fatty liver. So you could get a fatty liver outside of alcohol. So you could actually damage your liver without the use of alcohol. Yes. Okay. So you can let me go on a quick pause real quick. Okay, 1 second. Okay, thank you, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so liver conditions may be symptomless, okay? So you could have something going on with your liver and you probably won't even know it. Somebody like me, I would know. But if you are on the journey of learning the process of your body and being more into your body more, you will also be able to understand, okay, there's something going on with my liver, there's something going on with my kidneys, and you may not have any symptoms, but you know, so you can always ask the doctor, hey, I need can you test my liver? Now, the doctor's testing your liver, you would have to ask for a specific test. And I have it written down somewhere, but as I go through, I will find it for you so you can know exactly what to ask. Because on the surface, if your liver enzymes is not above a certain level, they'll say, oh, there's nothing wrong with your liver. But your liver also holds and is responsible for storing iron. So if you have too much iron stored in your liver, that can be not good as well. So there's specific tests for different things of the liver to let you know if your liver is, kind of working too hard or, out of whack. Some of these Western doctors will only let you know that your liver is going bad once your liver is going bad, if you know what I mean. So they won't say, okay, I see your levels in your liver is kind of going up a little bit. Let's work on cleansing your liver. No doctor's going to tell you that. Let's work on cleansing your liver, and so we could bring these levels back down. It has to be almost damaged for them to say, unless you have a good doctor, okay? If you have a good doctor, they will really look at your blood work and look at certain levels and be like, let me get another test so that I can see why this number is off, okay? And then they can probably see, oh, there's too much of this being stored and there's too much of that being stored. But we're going to go into solutions about the liver and liver care in a little bit. Okay, so beware of your natural supplements too. So the reason why I'm not always one to just throw out, oh, take this herb, take that herb, because with the liver has to break down herbs as well. So if you already have a sluggish liver and your liver is already working overtime, you don't want to add herbs to it because now it has something else that it has to break down. So the best way to kind of care for your liver, if you already have a fatty liver, or if you already have cirrhosis of the liver, or if your liver is kind of damaged, scarred, or anything like that, the best thing to do first is to eat less, okay? Give your liver a break. So if you're eating 3 meals a day with maybe 2 snacks, cut down to 2 meals a day and no snacks. Then eventually maybe cut down the following week to 1 meal a day and drink a lot of water. So you can give your liver enough time to regenerate itself, to repair itself. But, for some reason, doctors are not saying this. And then you could probably start taking herbs. If you are already at a point where in your life where you are eating clean and you are and you pretty much are starting to cleanse your body, drinking a lot of water throughout the day, lemon water, not eating as much, then okay, let's introduce some herbs to really get that liver flushing out or whatever. But if it's already working overtime, if it's already sluggish, and then you add the herbs on top of it, yes, it will give it a detoxing effect, but it can also overwork the liver as well. So there's simple things that you can do, period, to help the body to repair itself And that's just to close your mouth. Okay. So that's just to let your body and your organs have the rest so it can pump out all the old stuff that you may have lingering around, floating around in your cells, in your bloodstream. Sometimes we're just not giving our body enough time to process the things that we have already eaten. Okay. So now we're eating another meal on top of that and eating another meal on top of that. And your organs still did not filter out the stuff that you ate yesterday. You get what I'm saying? So give your body time to get all the junk out. Okay. I have a sister here in Dallas, Sister Shoshana. She is helping to facilitate water fast. Water fast is one of the best ways to help flush out your liver. Okay. So to go to a herb really quickly when you still already have a whole bunch of crap in your diet, in your colon, and your liver is just kind of like, I don't know what to do now. It's just sitting back like, just like I'm overwhelmed. That's how I get when I'm over when I'm overwhelmed. When I got too much going on, I just don't do nothing. I'm just like sitting back, like, let me call somebody because I don't even know where to start. So it's the same thing with our organs. It gets so overwhelmed with just constantly eating. It'd be like, I'm just not gonna work today. It's just gonna sit back and take its own break. Okay. So the best thing to do is take a break from eating, drink your water, drink your lemon water, um, to help it flush out so it won't have to work so hard, breaking down all the burgers and all the pasta and all the bread that we had done ate, and then it will give itself a chance to flush out. And then you could um, come in with the herbs to kind of, you know, speed up the process. Okay. So that's why it's good to consult with someone first about herbal care. Okay. So next, your liver is concerned about your weight. Your body needs about zero point 0.3 ounces, 0.03 ounces of liver for every kilogram, for every 35 ounces of your body weight in order to effectively do its job. Okay. So a liver surgeon, okay, let me see what I wrote down here. Okay, so pretty much I had wrote down, so your liver holds a certain amount of fat. Okay. Sometimes you're looking at, your notes or whatever, and you just got to go from what's already in your mind. So your liver holds a certain amount of fat. So if you are eating a lot more fat than you're supposed to, and I'm talking about the bad fat. I'm not talking about the good fat like avocados and stuff. I'm talking about bad fat. So the fat that's on your steak that people like, fried chicken, just the fatty foods that are not good for you. It's going to cause you, it's going to add to the fat that's already on your liver, and your liver can only hold a certain amount of fat. Okay. So when you're eating more fat, now your liver is going to be out of whack. And then that's when you are diagnosed with diabetes. That's when you're diagnosed with the fatty liver, cirrhosis of the liver failure, heart disease. Heart disease is like one of the main ones. Obesity, because your liver already has a certain amount of fat that it can hold. Okay, so now when you're adding to the fat, then now your body don't have anywhere for that fat to go. So now it's pouring out into the bloodstream. And that's where the diabetes and all this other stuff, the free radicals and things like that to enter your body. So you want to limit the fats that we are eating. Okay. So like I said, going a day or two with just drinking water or just doing one meal a day early, so pretty much having your one meal around 2, 3 o'clock. So your liver has the rest of the day and the next morning to really filter itself. Um, and I just want to put out there, it's very important for you to be mindful of how you fast. You want to talk to somebody, you want to do your research, because for some people, the fasting may not be the best idea for health wise. Some people need to build their blood, give your liver the nutrients so that it can do its job. So a lot of us are deficient, you know, a lot of us don't have the best vitamins and minerals in your body. So when we are deficient and malnutrition in certain areas or with certain vitamins and supplements and things like that, then now your body and certain organs cannot work properly. So in that sense, the fasting may not be good. In this sense, now you need to build, and you build by the beet juice, the avocados, if you're not vegan, the salmon, um, olive oil. These are the type of fats that your liver need, okay? Okay, so who's heard of bile? If anyone has heard of bile, please post it in the chat and tell me what it is. I'm just gonna go and peek at the baby and then I'll be right back. What's bile? Don't look on Google, just go in front, post what bile is. Anybody? Nobody posted. Okay. Okay, the liver produces bile. Okay. Selah, you are on point today. Okay, so the baby's good. He's still sleeping. Okay, so the liver is like a factory. Okay, so like I said earlier, the liver has over 500 functions in the body. Okay, so it's a factory of bile, and the bile is yellow to greenish or brown fluid. You only ever see when you're, vomiting, or if you have the flu, or if you, God forbid, you have a hangover or something like that. It's like a yellowish, greenish substance that you may throw up when you're sick. Okay. It produces about 700 to 1,000 milliliters of bile every single day. And the bile gathers in little ducts and then moves on to the main bile duct, where it's carried to the duodenum. The duodenum is a part of the stomach and the intestines. It's like in between. At some point, I can't remember if it's at the top or the bottom of the stomach and the intestines, where it's carried to the duodenum of the small intestines, either directly or via the gallbladder. I just heard the baby and I just checked on it. While it may sound gross, bile is key to your body's ability to break down and absorb the fats. Okay. So Bile is extremely important, okay? So a lot of times, and the gallbladder, which is another organ that we could get into on another day, um, has a job, it works directly with the liver to produce this bile that helps to break down our bodies and breaks down our food. And then it helps also to break down the fat that we eat. And you want your bile to be nice and strong and optimal because you want your body to be able to break down the food and put it where it's supposed to belong. So like I said earlier, if your bile is not being created and if it's not breaking down your food, like when your body just took a break because you're eating so much, then the bile is not going to, then that's when you get diabetes. That's when you get heart disease. That's when you get all these other illnesses because now the liver and the bile is not being created to produce its job and break down all of these things. That's why it's very important for you to take a break from eating. Okay. So that bile, so that's like that acid can get strong. So whatever we do eat, when we do decide to eat, it could break it down nice and easy. Now, certain chemicals are not going to break down, is certain chemicals is going to be hard to break down in your body. And that's when you're taking a lot of prescription drugs. And that's when you're drinking a lot of alcohol. Okay. So now we are going to go into the foods that we can eat for a healthy liver. Okay, so this is pretty fun. I don't know, it's fun to me. Is it fun to y'all? If it's fun to y'all, please put in the chat. If y'all are enjoying this class, please put in the chat because in my mind, it's fascinating. For somebody else, I mean, y'all are still on here, so I guess it's holding y'all attention. But I'm fascinated by this stuff. Okay. So avocados. Avocados, I mentioned it earlier. Okay, great. I'm so happy that you all are fascinated just as much as me. Okay, great. Okay, so avocados, who likes avocados? I absolutely love avocados. Okay. Avocados are very, very nutrient dense. Okay. And it's also one of the first foods that you could give to your baby. Okay. So avocado is technically a part of the berry family. Who knew that? Okay, that's fascinating. Okay, so as we know that berries are one of the most powerful types of fruit on this earth. Okay, so berries, avocados help your body, help your liver to do its job. Okay, so it's helping when they say, oh, eat berries, or on a keto diet, you could eat berries rather than the other types of fruit. It's because the berries are helping to get rid of, they're antioxidants. So it pretty much helps get rid of the free radicals in your body. So remember how your organs will go on that break when you're eating too much? And when you're eating too much, the food ends up spilling over into your bloodstream, which causes the diabetes, which causes the heart disease. Um, so when they say free radicals, that's what that means. When you got all of these stuff that is floating around in your system because now it don't have nowhere to go because it's overworked. Your body is overworked and it has no more storage space. Now it's just floating around looking for where it should go, which is called free radicals. They take in free range over your body. that could also lead into cancer. It leads into inflammation and things like that. The berries, the avocados and everything, they say, oh, eat berries, eat this to help with the free radicals. They're antioxidants. Antioxidants help your liver to clean and flush itself out so that now it can get rid of the other stuff that's floating around in your system that's causing the acne, that's causing the yeast infections, that's causing the stinky smell, that's causing all of these things that's going on in your body. Okay. Can you eat too many avocados because of the fat? When you eat too many, when you eat too many avocados, that goes into whether you want to lose weight or you want to gain weight. Okay, so there's some people that's underweight that needs to gain weight. So they may put a whole avocado in their salad rather than some of us that want to lose weight that will only use a half an avocado. Okay, avocado is has a lot of healthy fat. So the fat that so the weight that you will be gaining from the avocado is healthy weight. So of course, if you have too many of anything, it could be bad for you. However, you don't look at it as good or bad, it's what your goal is. So if you're trying to lose weight, you may want to eat a half an avocado. If you want to gain weight, and our kids, you want your kids to gain healthy fats and stuff, you may want a whole avocado. Okay. So they're technically, okay, all praise, I'm glad I answered your question. So they're technically a part of the berry family and offer many health benefits, including improving your liver health. So avocado is very good for the liver. So like I said, with that issue called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, research found that moderate consumption of avocado in the setting of a balanced diet is associated with weight loss and overall improved liver function test. So that non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, so pretty much that is when your liver gets fatty from making bad choices with your eating. Okay. And then you have the fatty liver disease that you get from the alcohol. Okay. So there's two different types of fatty liver. People who eat avocado are also more likely to have a lower body mass index, so a lower BMI. Okay, so like I said, if you want to lose weight and lose the fat that's in your body, you do a half avocado in each sitting of how much you're going to eat versus a whole avocado. Okay, so I'm going to go briefly touch on this coffee thing. Okay, so it was proven that coffee can help your liver and help fight against uh, cancer of the liver. However, there's all different types of coffees out there, and you can't just drink the cheapest type of coffee and think that you're going to get the health benefits of coffee. You can't put a whole bunch of creamer in your coffee and think that you're going to get the health benefits of the coffee. You can't put a whole bunch of sugar in your coffee and think that you're going to get the health benefits of the coffee. There's certain coffee out there that's really nutritious in moderation. Okay. So you can drink too much coffee and then it has the opposite effect of what you're drinking it for. So little do people know, coffee is supposed to relax you. It's supposed to kind of relieve the jitter and the tension that we may have during the day. But people use coffee to wake them up. So it has a certain amount of caffeine in it to make you alert, but it's not supposed to make you jittery. It's supposed to, when it's time to go to bed at night, you should be able to get a good night's sleep. So if the coffee is keeping you up, you might not have the best brand of coffee out there. So, and it's better to have the coffee bean and to grind your coffee before you make it rather than buying the coffee that's already ground. I mean, if I get coffee, it's, you know, it's mainly already ground. I'm not saying just to have the coffee beans in your house or whatever, but I'm just letting you know there's a whole bunch of factors to this coffee thing, okay? Coffee 5 and 10 times a day is not good either. And like I said, most of the time you're putting the creamer in it. I love coffee. I love the way it tastes. I love with the creamer in it and it's sweet and stuff like that. But I drink coffee once in a while as a treat, or if I know that I have a long drive ahead of me and I want to stay alert, I'll have coffee, but I'm not a coffee drinker, a daily coffee drinker. I drink green tea because the green tea is going to help my liver. Okay. So coffee does have health benefits. So it helps to reduce the risk of cirrhosis, cancer, and fibrosis of the liver. And fibrosis of the liver is when the liver starts to get hard. Okay. Uh, so regular moderate amounts of may even help slow the course of current liver disease. So if you do have coffee, so if you do have liver disease, I suggest that you drink black coffee, okay? And you go to your local health food store and get the best type of coffee, the most nutritious type of coffee that's out there, okay? So some things that you could put in your coffee is unsweetened nut milk. So if you want to put almond milk in there, oat milk, coconut milk, that's a good something to put in your coffee. And cinnamon is great to put in your coffee, cacao powder, a little ginger powder, a little bit of nutmeg. Those things are great. I can make a great coffee. Ain't that right, Tara? I do. I make drinks really nice. Okay. So oily fish. So oily fish is stuff like salmon. That's a great fish that will help support the liver. Um, so that fish will also help lower your body mass index. Okay, so oily fish is also high in omega-3 fatty acids, which is good for the heart and your brain health. So remember, the heart and the brain is directly connected to the liver. Okay. And walnuts. Okay, walnuts are a great nut that helps support the liver. So if you want to get into a great milk that you want to make for yourself or make for your children, walnut milk is one of the best milks to make. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions about the liver? Okay, so while you may be thinking about your questions, some herbs and supplements to help you with your liver. So like we said, omega-3 are good. I think I have omega-3 on my website. Also, if you all want to get the same discounts that I get for my vitamins, hit me up and you could become a member of the company that I've been a member for 20 years. And they have all the vitamins on there that I offer on my website. It's higher on my website because I have to factor in their shipping cost and things like that. Um, I don't make any money off of those vitamins. But you can become a member of that company and get the same discounts that I get. And you want to become a member of that company because all of their vitamins are bioavailable, which means that they are 100% absorbable in the body. So there are some vitamins that you may get from GNC and Walmart. I don't know why people getting vitamins from Walmart, but those things, I don't know what's in it. You peeing it straight out, and they're probably have a harmful effect on your liver. But you can look on my website, order it straight from my website, or you can hit me up and say, hey, I want to become a member of your vitamin company so you could get the same discounts. So a nice multivitamin is great. A lot of people say zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, but the truth is you should be taking a multivitamin every single day, okay? Some people can eat their vitamins, but those are people that pretty much are not, they're not on the go. Like, I need to be able to take a vitamin and also eat my vitamins, okay? Can you work on healing your liver while pregnant or breastfeeding? Absolutely. Like I said, the best way to help your liver is to flush your liver with water and lemon water, and making sure you're taking your supplements, okay, and being choosy about what you decide to eat. So not eating a whole bunch of stuff with a whole, like having a grain-free diet. So instead of the pasta and the bread, you grab a sweet potato or any color potato, um, uh, plantains, yams, cassava, all those things that you can grow out of the earth rather than things that are fortified with flour. Okay, so the stuff that are made with white flour and stuff like that, get rid of that. You can help your liver by getting rid of the pasta and all that and substituting it for the stuff that God actually made with his own hands, okay? Herbs that are great for the liver. I have a mixture on my website called the Spice Detox Tea, and it's a blood cleanser, but it's a blood cleanser because it helps the liver to pump and break down the stuff that we've been eating and to detoxify the stuff that we've been eating so we can pump more cleaner blood through our body. Okay, so the liver is responsible for pumping clean blood through our body. So when we eat, it breaks down what we eat. It sends everything to where we go. Whatever is left over goes to our colon, and that's what we poop out every day. And then it sends the vitamins and nutrients to where it needs to go. And then it has to also use what we ate to make the healthy blood to pump through our bodies, okay? And it helps our brain function and our heart function, okay? After just having a baby, is the liver the first thing that I should focus on, trying to make sure it's okay as I get back into function? Um, After having a baby, I would say yes. I would say yes. However, if you was in the hospital and you was taking a lot of medication, yes, absolutely. Okay. Um, if you was not, if you had a natural birth and you was not taking a lot of medication and you had one of those easy births, I would just say function on the whole, concentrate on the whole body. Okay. Concentrate on eating better, concentrate on your water intake. A lot of us are dehydrated and a lot of us don't have the proper vitamins and minerals for our organs to work properly, and concentrate on eating, what is it called? It's a certain kind of crucifixus lettuce. Okay, I know I'm saying that wrong, but that's lettuce like arugula. Okay, arugula is very good type of lettuce to eat. Um, Remember your omega-3s, so your fatty fishes. And then be careful with the fish too, because there's a lot of fish with a lot of mercury in it. Our food is just so defiled or whatever, but the herbs do help with that. You know, the herbs do help with getting rid of that stuff. But remember, if you have not been working on your diet, eating clean, don't just run straight to the herbs. Run straight to the lemon water, 2 to 3 liters a day. Run to eliminating some meals. If you're eating 3 meals a day with 2 snacks, drop down to 2 meals a day with no snacks, eventually 1 meal, just to give, and then eventually if you can fast off and on, or just do a water cleanse for the day, that is what's really going to help your liver to flush out itself. Okay. I know I have some more things that I wanted to go over, but it's my time. Um, any more questions? Any more questions? Let me see if I went over so we went over coffee. So we went over some teas. So like I said, I'd rather do the green tea rather than have the coffee in the morning. It helps with your metabolism. One thing that helps boost your metabolism is the cacao powder and green tea together. So if you want to do a hot cocoa or a smoothie, you put the green tea and the cacao in a banana smoothie. That will help your metabolism, and that will also help your liver. Um, oh, grapefruits. Grapefruits is, and I am attest to this, if you eat a grapefruit every single day, not only is going to help break down that excess fat that's around your liver, it's going to help the liver function optimally, and you're going to see a huge change in your skin by the end of that week. I want to do a challenge, do a grapefruit challenge, 1 grapefruit every day, and do a before and a after with your skin, and do a before and a after with your belly. It's not only going to clear your skin up because it's helping the liver, it's going to help reduce cellulite significantly, okay, because it's helping the liver. Yes, I try to put this recording up the same day, if not Sunday. So grapefruit is a superfood. And then also what you can do is add blueberries and cranberries if you want to do a nice grapefruit drink. So the blueberries and cranberries both contain antioxidants, which we went over earlier, that gives berries their distinctive color, and they also been linked to health benefits. Several animal studies have been demonstrated that whole cranberries and blueberries, as well as their extracts or juices can help the liver get healthy. So if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, which you can do, and this is in my course, this is in my postpartum course, you can get fresh or frozen cranberries, boil the cranberries in about 8 cups of water, and then make that tea into an iced tea. So you strain off the cranberries, and you could use that pulp in the grapefruit. So I kind of use everything. So you want to make a cranberry tea. You put the cranberries in water, you boil it for about 30 minutes, you let it simmer. Okay, don't boil anything on high because you're going to end up burning it. Let it simmer for about 30 minutes. You strain it, you take the tea, and you add lemons to it, put it in the fridge, and drink it as a nice iced tea. That will help your liver. That's great, really great after you have a baby. You could drink that while you're pregnant, and that will help your liver. And also, you could take that pulp and add it to the grapefruit juice that you had just juiced. Get yourself a citrus juicer for your citrus drinks, and then you put that in the blender. You could freeze it. You could do whatever it is. And
I'm so hungry.
Okay, I'm coming now. I'm sorry, my baby's hungry. And you can make 2 different drinks out of that. Okay. And then you can add the blueberries. Grapes is great. I make sure I give my children grapes every day. Then there's prickly pears.
Rice.
You're not getting rice for breakfast. Beetroot juice. Okay. So beet juice is great for the liver because it's great for the blood. So all of these things that they're saying that is great for your blood is actually, it's because is, say hi to everybody. Say hi. So the beetroots is actually helping the blood because it's helping to break down the liver. Hey, you gotta wait 1 second, okay? I'm almost finished. I'm coming, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, and it's called cruciferous vegetables.
I don't eat that.
Okay, you don't eat that?
Yes.
Okay, so the cruciferous vegetables is like broccoli, arugula. They're saying
Don't eat that.
they're saying hi to you. Brussels sprouts. You like Brussels sprouts, right?
No.
And then nuts, like I said, the best nut is the walnut, and then the fatty fish. Okay.
No.
So and then I wanted to get into 1 teaspoon of olive oil. You could actually drizzle olive oil. Do not cook your olive oil. Make sure you take your olive oil raw. And the best way is to mix a little bit of olive oil and vinegar, season it with herbs, oregano, Italian seasoning, a little chili pepper flakes, a little bit of sea salt, mix that up, and that could be a really, I'm coming right now. And that can be a nice salad dressing. Okay, that's my time, everyone. Thank you for being patient with me. I love talking about health. I have a treat for next week. Next week, we'll be making banana oil live.
No.
Okay, we'll be making banana oil live. I will be posting the benefits of the banana oil throughout the week. I've been using banana oil for the last 2 weeks on me and my children, and our skin has changed drastically. So we'll be making banana oil live, and we may talk about the eyes at the same time. So thank you so much, and I will see you next week, Lord's will. Thank God it's Friday. Happy prepping, and tomorrow do your active listening. Shalom.
Mommy.
Yes.